The courtroom this afternoon was filled with family and community members, people who had gathered to hear the words of those who had been impacted by this tragedy. But there were so many people who were upset, visibly in tears, when they heard the words of a little boy, the one who survived the attack. The offense has made me very sad at the fact that I can't talk to my family anymore and make new memories with them. Because of the offense, I was not able to live in the house which I used to. The offense has caused me to break one of my legs and fracture my collarbone. I will have to get the metal plate in my leg removed, and I will have to learn how to walk again. The heart-wrenching words of a little boy, the lone survivor of a brutal crime, who was 9 when his parents, sister, and grandmother were murdered, were read by one of his young relatives while Nathaniel Veltman watched emotionless.
He wanted to sit in the dock, he wanted to be in the middle, and he wanted to look each person in the eye and listen to what they have to say.
Attorneys for Nathaniel Veltman say he is paying close attention to what is happening in court today, listening to grief-stricken victim and community impact statements from just over 70 people who loved and were touched by the Assel family. The 23-year-old was convicted last year on November 16th of 4 counts of first-degree murder and 1 count of attempted murder for intentionally running down a Muslim family with his truck in London. 4 members of the Assel family, Medea, her husband Salman, their daughter Yuman, and her grandmother Talat, died on June 6, 2021, while out for a walk. Canadians across the country held memorials. Community members were also able to provide statements today. Ali Shabar says he gave his on behalf of the students and staff in London schools. He's the general counsel for the Thames Valley District School Board and says children in London have especially suffered from these murders.
We have students as young as 4 years old and as old as 18 years old in our system, and they're all dealing with the trauma and the grief in their own way. And so, within our system, we have teachers and support and counselors that are trying to, even 2 years out, after 2.5 years, are still dealing with the aftermath of the attacks on the Assel family.
We don't want this for any community. We want people to live peacefully, die naturally, not in hate-motivated crimes.
Police say the murders were motivated by Veltman's hate for Muslims. On the 4 murder charges, Veltman will serve life in prison without parole eligibility for 25 years. He has yet to be sentenced for the attempted murder charge, and it has yet to be determined if this crime is legally considered terrorism. But you think we may hear from him?
I think we may, yes.
So that next and final court date will be held on January 23rd. Once again, it will be to decide whether or not legally this crime will be considered terrorism. Reporting live from London, Laverne McGee, CHCH News. Back to you.